Hey, it's Dave here. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Myers Briggs personality test that I took. So there's 16 personality types, and there's a test to determine where you fall within those types. It was actually suggested to me by somebody that I was talking to, and I thought it'd be really interesting to find out where I fall. So I took the test. And it was about 20 questions about are you organized? Do you make decisions based on logical or emotional? Do you have difficulties with friendships? So I took the test, and I got what's called an INFP personality type, aka called the mediator. It's actually very rare. I think it's in like 4% of the population. And even rarer among males, like I think we're 1% of the population, so it's very, very low. It's a very unique personality type, and the mediator is somebody who is extremely sensitive, extremely emotional, has the ability to understand other people's emotions. We see the best in people. We try not to antagonize people. We try not to get into conflict. We try to be a mediator, like it says. We try to be the person that is a calming part of the environment. We don't like to dominate. In any social situation, we want to kind of blend into the background. We prefer to be followers than leaders, which sometimes clashes with the kind of society that we live in. So all these things is amazing because it gives me so much insight into why I am the way I am. Oh, the other thing is the professions that we most aspire to be are poets, actors, therapists, counselors, and that's when it really hit me because I went, oh wow, this explains so much of why I'm into volunteering, why I'm into the special needs field, why I write, and we're also into like altruistic kinds of activities. We're into helping people, making the world a better place. Again, with the special needs and elderly and marginalized populations. So it all starts to make sense. Why I personally am the way I am. Why I am so overly expressive. I'm a very expressive person, and I have trouble, probably to a deficit, suppressing my emotions. I've always been extremely open with my emotions. I've worn my heart on my sleeve all my life, and for the most part, it's not been a good thing. When you're a young guy and let's say you like a girl, and then you tell everybody you like her, because you can't help yourself, that's not an asset. But I've learned that's like my personality type. It also explains that why, when I was younger, for example, and even now, I could relate better to females. I couldn't relate well to men or males because we didn't share the same interests. They weren't interested in how I was feeling or what I wanted to express, and they saw it as a weakness. And therefore, I never felt comfortable around males because they never accepted me, even though I don't know why they didn't, but I think it's just that personality clash because I think a lot of males are dominant and assertive and they're expected to be so, and I couldn't be, even if I wanted to. So it explains, my relationships, difficulties in dating. I mean, I've talked about that earlier, is getting too emotional, getting too attached too quickly, being overly expressive, and scaring the hell out of the potential partner, which is probably why I've never had a long-term relationship because of that. So it sometimes it doesn't, knowing I have this personality, it doesn't really make me feel like It can improve my life. It just explains certain things. And yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about.